Hey, what's up guys? Sean here. This week's video is going to be short and sweet. It's going to tie in to next week's video. So as you guys probably have noticed, since I got the Jeep, Sarah and I really haven't taken the kayaks out very much. Problem is, when I had the truck, it was very simple to just throw the kayaks on the rack and take off. But since Sarah and I both have an SUV now with a roof rack, it makes it a little more difficult because you can't lay both the kayaks up there side by side. But we're going to fix that today. Let's get it. Okay, so what I did was went on Amazon and I ordered us a rack to go on top. It's actually 2 racks to be able to hold the kayaks, and today we're going to get this thing set up because tomorrow Sarah and I are going on an adventure. So let's get the stuff out of this box and get this thing set up and see how it works. Guess this is what they consider instructions. Not the most in-depth instructions in the world, but I think we can figure it out. Okay, so I simply figured out how to put this thing together on my own without any instructions. Very simple. So you need, what I'm going to use is a ratchet and a 1/2 inch socket. And so you're going to take the shorter one here, has your holes in it already. This is going to go through your bracket. Really easily go through your bracket. Super simple to get in here. Very, very easy to assemble. For the love of God. Just like that. Simple. Then you're going to take your other piece. Don't mind the donkey. You're going to take your other side and slide over the ends of the ones you just very easily put in. Just like that. So now you've got the whole bracket kind of assembled there. If you notice, you got these 3 holes in there. The 2 outside holes are going to be to mount this to the bracket. The 2 center holes are to mount this whole piece to the rack. Really, actually, it is very simple. Let's get this all lined up just right, and we'll get our bolts in there, and then we'll get these racks on. Okay, so I got all this put together without the plate. Take two. Okay, so I got them all put together. Actually, it's not hard. It seems like there's a lot of stuff, but it's not hard. The application should be very simple. So let's go get these racks set up on top of here, see how they work. Okay, so now that we've got the whole thing put together, we need to mount this on the roof rack. So it's actually pretty simple. So it's got a saddle in the bottom plate. There's a little saddle in there. I don't even know if you can see that. Yeah, a little bit. There's a little saddle in that bottom plate that will fit right on top of the roof rack. Very, very simple. Then it comes with this little piece that has the saddle for the bottom side of it, and the bolts and nuts and washers, and it also comes with these, they call them nylock nuts, to kind of lock the whole thing down. So I'm going to go ahead and get these things mounted down real quick, and then we'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, so I went back and looked at the instructions to try to figure out why you would need these little nylock nut things. Now, I think the idea is so you could just put these on temporarily and tighten them up with these. But let me tell you what, these things are they're meant for multiple applications. I don't believe that you could get these tight enough with these little nylock nuts to safely carry your kayak up there, in my opinion. I'm sure people do it all the time. I would definitely not feel comfortable doing that on this. Why they didn't just send more locking nuts and you can just take a wrench real quick and take them off, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. These seem like they would be a problem. Now what I'm going to do though is I'm going to put the regular nuts on here, and I'm going to just screw these up to the bottom of those other nuts and make like a locking nut for myself with these. Doesn't make much sense for them to do it that way. I'm sure they spent a lot of time and a lot of money R&Ding this kind of stuff, but not the best design in my opinion. I'm going to finish getting this thing set up and then I'll get back with you. Okay, so as you can see, we've got these things mounted on here and they're really secure. So I think now I'm going to go ahead and throw the kayak up on top of here and just see how this thing holds the kayak. A little short on this strap, unfortunately. So I'm sure that this is probably not meant to carry this kayak, and I think it will work. I've got to get a longer strap, obviously. I think it will work, but I'm telling you, this is not the easiest thing to do with this kayak. Now this kayak weighs like 76 pounds, 78 pounds, something like that. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to get up here. But it doesn't, they're gonna start shooting, I guess. It doesn't fit exactly the way I would like it to. I'm sure Sarah's kayak will fit just fine, but this one is a little bit big for these racks, but I think we're going to make it work. So I've got to get some bigger straps and get this thing strapped down, and tomorrow Sarah and I are headed out on an adventure one way or another. All right guys, so I know this was short, it's simple today, but this is going to tie into next week's video. So this week, super simple, mounting the little J-hooks to the Jeep so we can go on an adventure with the kayaks. Still got to get the strap for the back, but that shouldn't be an issue. I'll get that taken care of today. We're leaving tomorrow morning. So like I said, super simple. With just a couple hand tools, you can easily make this work. Now, my kayak is a little big for it, but I think it's going to work. Sarah's little Pelican kayak will be fine on it. So, just something to keep in mind if you're deciding to get one of these. Check out the weight rating on it and kind of make sure, maybe look at the reviews and see if it'll actually fit your kayak. So, appreciate you guys watching this video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys watching it, and I'll see you next time.